So, in order to stress Romans chapter 12, verse 7 further, if you check some commentary make reference to the holy, that the commandment is holy, that is referring to the ceremonial law, that the just is referring to uh, the judicial law, and the good there is referring to the moral law. What they are saying is, what they are trying to say or trying to explain or share more light on, wherefore the Lord is holy and the commandment is holy and just and good and good. So we see holy, just, and good. So they are now trying to differentiate that holy, the law is holy, there stands for uh, ceremonial law, which has to be kept holy. Then the good, the law is just, which has to do with the judicial law, and the law is good, which has to do with the moral law. The verse 13 now say, was then that which is good made dead unto me. God forbid, but sin, that it might appear sin, working death in me by that which is good, that sin by the commandment might become exceeding sinful. See the latter part say, uh, that sin by the commandment might become exceeding sinful. So, like, it's now referring to verse 8 and verse 11, that the commandment makes sin to be exceedingly sinful. That is, the commandment empowers, the law empowers the sin nature in us. And because the law empowers the sin nature in us, we tend to fall into that sin, that desire, that craving. Then verse 14 says, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. So Paul was now trying to let us know that the law is spiritual. It takes a spirit man to operate with the law. It takes a spirit person to keep the law. Then a carnal man cannot, like carnal man cannot claim to be spiritual. And since the law is spiritual, the carnal man cannot keep uh, the law. So Paul is letting us to see that since we are carnal, and that is why we see the Bible says to be carnally minded is death, to be spiritually minded is life. And so verse 15, for that which I do, allow not for that which I do, I allow not, for what I would, that I do not, but what I hate, that I do. So we see uh two nature at war here. We have the spiritual nature, the spirit man of Paul, and the Adamic nature, that is the sinful nature. They are at war, to the extent that Paul was saying that that for that which I do, I allow not, for what I would, that I do not, but what I hate, that I do. So we see that the carnal nature is taking over the spirit man. Then verse 16 now say, if then I do that which I would not, I consent unto me, I consent unto the law that it is what? It is it is good. Doing the will of the Adamic nature, the law the law is good, but my nature is bad. This is what Paul is just saying in verse 16. If then I do that which I would not, if I do what I suppose not to do, that is the Adamic nature, I consent unto the law that it is what? It is good. So he's saying that the law is good, but uh, the nature of sin, that is the Adamic nature in him, make him to do what he wasn't supposed or he should have done. Then verse 17 now says,